Well, very good morning. Thank you very much for the introduction. Myself, Vipul Mishra, I'm here to represent JICA and especially talk about the urban metro projects. And before that, our speaker, Mr. Khandelwal, Mr. Mani, and Mr. Venkata has already mentioned about that the railways aspect. I'll take you a little bit through the urban metro projects, what JICA is doing, and what the perspective of the countries is. So, before moving to the main context of the presentation, I would take you a little about the JICA, what JICA is, what JICA does. So, we are the ODA implementing agency under the government of Japan, specifically under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we have a mission of developing cooperation under for the human security and the quality growth, with a vision of aspiring a free, peace, and prosperous world where people have a better future and explore the diverse potentials. So our establishment in over 96 countries, and we have cooperation in around 140 countries of the globe. So we have strategic for the 20 global agendas, which is set for the JICA's cooperation for the globe, and these are covered with the 4 P's: prosperity, people, peace, planet. And these are further elemented to the 20 global agendas, and of course, urban development and transportation is one of the major chunks for that agenda. So, talking about that, our cooperation, yes, we have a official development assistance further classified into 3 offerings, which is grant, technical cooperation, and financing. This is a total offering which we do any cooperation in any other country. And these are further classified as that a bilateral aid, and grants and financing is one of the options which we offer to any other government, and grant, technical cooperation, and through financing, we starting from the capacity building to the financing of any other project. So this is a result of operation of fiscal 2022 to 2023. So I just quickly take you the glance of that what we have done in the complete 1 year. We have supported around 528 projects, which constitute of 46 projects from the transportation sector, and then talking about the finances part, it was around over 1,000 billion, is close to about $7 billion, and transportation has a major chunk, is about 70% of the total cooperation in JICA, and we could see that 771 out of 141 is already over than 70% of the transportation sector. And we proudly say that we could save around 3 billion ton of the greenhouse gas emission from this cooperation in 2022. Talking about the cooperation in India, we have presence in India from over 7 decades, and accumulated our cooperation in India about $55 billion from last 70 years. And then if talk about the for 1 year, which is year on year increasing, so we have supported in last fiscal year is around 32,000 crores, which is $4 billion. So we support the many sectors, many verticals in India, and transportation is a major chunk, as already mentioned. And apart from that, we have urban, forestry, agriculture, irrigation, and so on. And if you see the right side chart, right bottom, and then transportation sector, we have around 72% from last 10-year trends, and metro, WDFC, and other sectors are constituting about 72%. So out of the 72%, 28% is a share of the metro sector. Talking about the metro sector strategy of JICA in Government of India, so we actually work on the need basis. So talking about from the need, so rapid urbanization and the traffic congestion is a major chunk. So we also encountered so my speaker previous to me talk about the Bangalore traffic conditions. Of course, so we are looking at a solution at tech basis, also the infra basis. So Bangalore also has a metro coming up, so maybe like some solution of metro, some solution of ITS based would ease the traffic conditions. So far, like government has done many initiatives. These are not limited to, but yeah, these are some initiatives I have highlighted. That metro policy has came up in 2017, then focusing on tier 2, tier 3 cities, and alternate mode of options and interconnectivity. So these are some options which actions government has taken, and they're more working on it. What JICA does is that we are working with the strategy which Government of India has decided, and we are aligned with that. And we promote the metro and urbanization, and also with the transportation solution, one of the metro, ITAs, road, any other solution which city can have to enhance the economic activities. Inclusion of transportation, definitely we include the women, children, we see the social aspect, other aspect, social, economical, so all aspects we see for introducing any transportation system in a city. And we also support the multimodal integration. Of course, this is a very important focus area we should look at that. So once the integration happens, so optimization and resource utilization would be more towards the efficient side. So this is just a snapshot of what JICA doing in the metro sector. We are covering in 7 cities. So there is a recent statement by the cabinet minister that India soon will be the second largest network of the metro in the world after the US, surpassing US. So JICA supports proudly 70% of the current operational network in India, and we have presence in 7 cities, which is Delhi, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, and Patna. Of course, we have started this cooperation long back, about 3 years ago, and then Delhi Metro was the first example we started with. So it is now the revolution of the metro started with JICA and Delhi Metro, and apart from that, that Bangalore and Chennai, we have started with this phase 1. So you can see that all the list here. So talking about the key facts which we are supporting in the metro sector, that we are supporting 7 cities. I already mentioned that. Around that 710 kilometers of the length we are supporting in India, which is huge, and total project cost is around $33 billion, 2.75 lakh crores. And JICA started its cooperation 27 years back, as mentioned, that in 1997. So if I calculate, it is coming out to be in every 15 days we have supported 1 kilometer of network so far. And key facts, of course, these all agencies have reached up to the level of expertise. So we'll just pick one of the key facts and uniqueness of each city. So for DMRC is UN certified as the first railway metro system in the world which has got carbon credits for the reducing GHG emissions. This is a very unique thing, and proudly for a country. And talking about the next one is the Mumbai Metro. It's the first line which is completely underground. Kolkata Metro, first line recently got operational, which is underwater, under the Hooghly River. And the BMRC, the first agency to implement the QR-based ticketing and also the underground section in the southern part of the India. And talking about Chennai Metro, the current phase is phase 2, which is under construction. It is going one go. They have constructing over around 120 kilometers incomplete in one section, in one go in phase 2. And also they also installed for passenger safety. They also installed 100% of the passenger screen doors in the phase 1 operational sections. Talking about a little bit of WDFC, my colleague from World Bank is also here, and we jointly supporting the DFCC and the people from the railways, Mr. Khandelwal, Mr. Mani. They're not here, but they have talked about the DFCC, how important it is for the country growth and economic activities. So yes, WDFC is a project we are supporting. JICA is supporting. It is around 1,500 kilometers, and total DFCC is around over 2,800 kilometers. So around this WDFC is supported by JICA, and then EDFC is supported by the World Bank. So we are supporting in 2 phases, and which is close to around 620 billion yen support, which is close to $4.5 billion. And the interesting part of this operation is a dedicated freight corridor. So no passenger train will move on these corridors. So it has a heavy haul operation, so which is double stack container, which is 32 in general terms. I say that it is in regular train runs over 20 to 25 ton axle load, and it has increased 40% axle load. So it has increased the capacity and twice the length of the train. It is around 1,500 meters compared to 700 meters. So you can imagine the double stacking and the double length. It has increased the multi-fold capacity of a freight train. So of course, this is going to be a game changer for the country economic growth. And its speed is 100 kilometers. So dedicated corridor, 100 kilometer up to 100-kilometer speed. So you can imagine how it will boost our economy, and it will put up the extra push to the economic activity. So a person sitting in the Mumbai want to order something from the e-commerce and from Delhi, he can get in a one day affair. So it'll be cheaper and also easier option. And it also has a conflict free, so no level crossings are there. So a train can start from Delhi, end up reaching the JNPT port in one go. There is no stopping, no crossing anywhere. And it expected to have like around 450 million ton of CO2 reduction in 30 years of operation. This is a very good achievement we have calculated for this project. So around 98% is already operational, and it will completely operational by mid of next year. And this is the last slide. I'll not take much time for that. So we'll talking about what JICA has done. So of course, India and Japan is a good partner. So we have started operations long back, and then we keep on committing our commitment and our operations in India for the jointly go ahead for the growth of the country. So we recently in 2022, Japan has announced investment of 5 trillion yen in India, which is close to around 34 billion dollars in India in 5 years. Apart from that, we have a future plan that yes, we are focused towards the tier 2, tier 3 cities, also the northeastern regions. This is a priority which we have set, and this is aligned with the government of India's initiatives. We are also exploring, since the metro needs a lot of ROW, lot of space in the urban areas, and roads are congested. So government is also exploring the opportunity of having the alternative solutions like light metro, metro neo, or light rail. So we are aligned with the strategy. So we are also looking for exploring the opportunity with the government of India if JICA can support in such of the options available for the tier 2, tier 3 cities. And yes, since everything everybody is looking for the climate and climate action. So yes, so JICA itself has a sustainability policy which is aligned with the Paris Agreement. So we have every corporation comes under JICA which is aligned to the Paris Agreement. So we have internal policy, JICA sustainability policy. So we align all the projects to the Paris Agreement, and we look after the climate change issues for any project. And yes, my previous colleagues talked about that the DX initiative, digital transformation, AI. So yes, we are very much into it. We are working with DMRC for the digitalization, which is focused on the data. So we know that data is a new oil. So we cannot use the raw oil for any other purpose. So we are exploring the opportunity how the data optimization, resource management, and other things can be done through a tech-based solution. So digital initiative we are doing with the DMRC. And next one is the integrated and TUD development. Yes, of course, this is an important area. So we are advocating the integration of all the transportation system in the country or the city, and then it should be done in a unilateral manner. So we are advocating the facility, we are advocating the planning and designing. So this is our focus area for this development of any metro sector in India. And of course, the last one is that yes, we are committed toward the greener, safer, rapid, and sustainable transport. This is the area. This is the total motto we are working on for the any project we support in India. And so far we have done around 7 projects. So we are looking for the more exploration or the more cities towards the government of India's agenda, and also aligned with the JICA's policy, global policy. So we are committed to that. And with this, I ends up here. Thanks for listening me. And if you have any questions, please do let me know. I'll happy to answer that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, hi, Vipul. This is Dev Kachari from ET Infra. You did throw in that figure of that, India's metro network, 70% of it is sort of supported by JICA. I wanted to understand, is this ratio the highest among all the countries that JICA supports globally?
Of course, it is India is the biggest corporation. So, if you see that we are talking about, I spoke about the operational one. So, Delhi Metro itself has a 322 23 kilometer of network. So, its main constitutes is from the Delhi Metro. So, because currently, roughly in India is under construction operational is around 2000 kilometers. So, I'm talking about the operational one. Of course, the other banks, other multilaterals have come in the picture, so it will be the reduced. But currently, as of now, it's around 70%.
Right.
Yeah.
One last additional
Yeah.
questions. You did talk about the upcoming and new techs in terms of the transport network, like metro and the neo systems. Has those been like any sort of project that JICA has already finalized? Are they in the talking stage or in discussions with several
Yes,
state
actually,
governments?
now government also encountered that is this metro projects are capital intensive, and also it needs lots of space. So destruction and then the like socioeconomics things that got changed. Of course, it's benefited, but yes, to complete a network, because if we construct one line or two line doesn't solve the purpose. So government is looking for the network of a complete loop in any city. So the metro light and metro neo and the light rail, there are alternative option which is comes through the metro policy of government of India itself. So now we are moving towards the second generation of the metro system, because every city, most of the cities already have the metro system, right, in the major cities. So now this tier 2 cities which have low population, traveling population, or low socio-economic background. So we are looking for the economical solution and which is viable for the city. So comparatively, metro which is expensive, and putting a metro in a tier 3 cities would not solve the purpose, and not utilization would not be much as is expected. So these are the solutions which government and we are exploring with the other multilateral agencies, that this can be done for the cities like which has limited scope for the metro.
Right. But no confirmed cities or projects?
Not yet. We are in talks with that for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Hi Vipul. Hi Vipul. Can you hear me?
I can't see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi Vipul. I'm Kaushik from KC. Thank you very much for the presentation.
Yeah.
And we all thank JICA. They are not only supporting India but a lot of other developing countries like Bangladesh, Philippines, Indonesia. My question is that JICA normally comes with some stringent, we can say, procurement guidelines, like you have to buy a certain portion from Japan, 30% for whatever is in the loan condition. There are some Japanese players who are established in India and who are working here. There would be a lot of Japanese players who are in Japan, and they might want to come to India. And there are EPC companies who actually want to get into JICA project across the globe, and they are not able to find a partner. So does JICA has any support program or any desk in JICA, where you can facilitate EPC players, so that they can meet the procurement guidelines of JICA?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the question. I think your question is very specific. First of all, I would like to clear that yes, all of the projects, I would say substantially of the projects are not the step conditions. There is no tied conditions for having a Japanese component. You can refer any of the website or any of the project I mentioned in here, right? Even on this, out of the 7, I think only Chennai Metro has some component. Otherwise, rest are other some untied conditions projects. Yes, we do have projects. And since the procurement which we follow, like not even we, most of the multilateral bilateral banks follow for the FIDIC. So we follow the untied conditions with the FIDIC books like yellow or red or whatever it is, depending on the project procurement type. So it's I would say that a competition where anyone can participate, not even Indian and Japanese, anywhere. So if you see any of the project, I think would say 95% of the project has a open bidding system through ICB competition. So there is no restriction of having a Japanese company or only Indian companies there, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Vipul.
Yeah.
Vipul, hi, this is Brijesh.
I could not see. Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah.
So, this is Brijesh, and my question is with reference to JICA, means the international cooperation agency. So primarily JICA comes as a strategic partner, or you also advise technology partners? That is my first point. And second is there a specific obligation or a specific coordination with respect to when you are in a project is coordinating through JICA, and especially in India, there is some component which will be an Indian OEM or a manufacturer which will be collaborating through, or there will be some aspect which JICA brings, and definitely with one reference to the former question also in terms of how the technology partners will be implementing in all these projects which you are working on. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I think your question is totally linked with the previous question. So, as I mentioned in my presentation itself, that we have offering in under ODA umbrella is that grant and technical cooperation, and also for the financing part. So yes, we do support the technical part, capacity building, which is through the from the nurturing from the very basic design to the implementation of the project. So we see, we are not a consultant, right? So we used to provide the expertise which Japan has and which government can gain. So we used to deliver through a kind of pilot thing. For example, we are doing project for flood control master plan in Chennai. So this is one not related to urban transport, but just giving example. So we are developing a flood control master plan for Chennai, which is designed for 100 years. So we are doing capacity building for the Chennai side, that they will strengthen themselves. They'll be having a document which they can implement by themselves, with the help of JICA, World Bank, ADB, any other. But this is the technical input we are providing from our Japan experience, because you know that Japan is a pioneer in the disaster management. So this is the area we are working in the softer part. So otherwise, yeah, we have offering the technical cooperation, assistance. We usually send the expert to India to any other agency if they need. So there's a long-term experts, short-term experts, a complete team of the ministries people from the Japan to India. So these kind of things we do. Yeah, sure. Thank you.